Welcome to Sunday Morning Quarterback with Jay Stockwell and Bob Frady.
Welcome to Sunday Morning Quarterback. I am Jay Stockwell, boys, and we got a victory.
Ta-da! I would like to congratulate the offensive coordination for the Nebraska Cornhuskers because they finally started to listen.
27
The Sunday Morning Quarterback
ran the
podcast.
ball, baby.
27 handoffs to Emmett Smith, our guy.
Pounded
Emmett
the
Johnson.
rock.
I hate you guys get Emmett Smith and Emmett Johnson mixed
Oh,
up.
sorry, Emmett
These are
Johnson.
less freaking.
I like the Emmett Smith. He throws to the Troy Weckman and they score the touching downs. Because we're old.
Well, it is his name. Their names are Emmett. I mean, there's something in common there. Come on now.
You know, it's amazing that we've been yelling for 2 seasons now, full season and a half. Pound the rock. And they finally had 39 rushes against 22 passes. Now, there were some kneel downs in there. That's okay. But that's how you win in the Big Ten. Now, there is one element missing from this genius offensive plan. And what is it, young George Stockwell?
We can't pass the ball. Is that what you're getting at?
Nope. Nope.
Offensive line.
Nope. You're getting closer, though. Lack of involvement from the tight end. 1 catch from the tight end.
Our tight end is good. He's a good player.
He's good. Sticking 5 yards. Just turn. He should be your safety valve.
He gets a lot of yards after carry. You know, he's a big bulldozer. He's a great
Like
player.
yards after catch. Yeah. Kids in the yaks. So it's like when you watched Michigan last season, what did they have? Big ass tight end. Penn State last year, big tight end. Oregon.
4 years ago, we had Austin Evans, who was the tight end of the year for the Big Ten. I mean, we just need to use our tight end more. And you see Nate Workacher left, and he's at Texas A&M, and he's playing great. We have good tight ends. We just need to utilize them.
Thomas Fidone was criminally underutilized last year.
Oh,
Because he's playing good in the NFL. You know, he's on science.
if he hadn't turned pro, I'd be like, dude, you got to hit the portal. Go to everybody's in love with the offensive genius.
Like what Workacher did.
Yeah, it's like this is an offense that doesn't appreciate the tight end. And in the Big Ten, where it is windy and cold and nasty, come playoff time, you need more tight ends. So I would say that this victory was good.
You know what I say?
What do you say?
I think a lot of I think you guys would love this. A lot of old Nebraska fans really want the fullback to be back in action. You know,
you give me a neck roll. You know, let's go.
A fullback would be fundamental on.
Although Emmett Johnson they're playing kind of a pro style running game, and it allows him to jump cut and find the hole. And I really do kind of like that, but I'm with you. At times, putting that fullback up there is a good thing. And they did some of that last year. They just haven't this year. But I agree with you, Bob. Positive outcomes are good. Bowl eligibility secured. Toughness shown.
It might be the tidy bowl, but at least it's a bowl game.
Especially
traveling
came up big again. Rules on some of his comments on Mike Eckler. By the way, I learned this week. I did not know this. Who's our guy from Bustin' the Boys? Will Compton had a hand in bringing him to Rule's staff. He had previously coached at Nebraska, and Compton knew him from that time, and got a hold of Rule and got him to take a look at Mike Eckler. I think that guy has done. It's transformational what he has done. And I think every other position coach on that team ought to look at him and see how he motivates his team. Now, Rule was like, he almost got a flag in the game, and he almost knocked me over, and all this sort of stuff. But I am just impressed with what that guy's done, and I'm telling you guys, we're 4-4 without special teams. So,
although we did miss a field goal,
As I say, it was not perfect. Yep.
What's your reaction there, Big J?
Yeah,
Commander?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm trying to start with the positives, right? So, and then at the end, you had a clutch late drive where we got 4 consecutive third downs. Okay.
Yep.
That was really, really impressive. And so that sort of situational proficiency at the end of the game is something we did not have last year, right?
They seemed to be focused on getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands as quickly as possible.
It was great in that regard. Now, what do we do? What do we do wrong? Okay. Letting another large lead slip away, second.
That was such bad containment on the outside. It's like, I know it's 4th and 1 and everybody's all pumped up to hit the pile, but the guy just bounced the pile and there's nobody there.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, now you could have made a case that, there's a reason why there was nobody there. It's because somebody had a hold of somebody's jersey, but that's just, not going to get called in that situation.
Yeah, the
And it was just-
officiating was there. There's some missed calls.
Terrible. Oh my God, the officiating was so bad. There was the one drive where it was on the 4th and 1 where the Northwestern running back Preston Love literally went around the pile.
Mhm.
Like the 2 plays before that, offensive pass interference, holding, and false. Like there a false start before that. 3 straight plays of just terrible calls where it just something should have been called. You know what I mean? And it ended up. That doesn't mean we shouldn't have gotten him on that 4th and 1, but
Yep.
it
leading up to it. Yeah. It's a kind of a sneak pot.
it would have been like 3rd and 25 and we would have easily stopped them. You know what I mean? So there were that was one game where if we would have lost, I think I would have blamed a lot of it on the refs, even though we did have some pretty bad lapses. Like when Raiola had the terrible interception. He's been having some really bad interceptions. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. It's
But
like,
I'm-
why run the ball when you can throw an interception? It's
Literally.
like-
Now,
It's like-
Rule I thought played it a little conservative, passing on 2 4th and 1s there, but it all worked out at the end of the game. I do like how Dylan did not sort of hang his head after he threw that interception. He's just like, "What's next?" Like Hunter in the presser credit him for that. Just said, "Hey, Dylan does not, cry over spilled milk. He just gets right back out there and keeps going."
Yep.
And there was only 1 sack in the game, Bob? Is that right? 1 sack? Yeah.
I think
it was
Sorry. I
Go ahead.
think that 1 sack was just good coaching, solid coaching, because I think on a lot of the plays, Raiola was still getting pressured, but Holgerson was setting up these plays where he can get the ball out quick. It can be, I mean, a check down is better than an interception or a sack.
I love those short crossing routes that Isaiah Hunter gets. I mean,
it's yeah, exactly. We
Yeah,
we
which-
had a lot of bad plays versus Minnesota. We were just throwing up fade routes, like hoping for the 1-on-1, and you're getting that 10 to 20% of the time in college football.
although the timing of the Raiola and Isaiah Hunter pass in the end zone,
That was great, but it was quick. It was within the first 3 seconds of him snapping the ball. It's good design.
Yep.
And now Hunter is easily the best touchdown catcher in short yard moments that we've had in a long time. He gets a lot of those corner balls. He gets the beat down. He always secures the ball. So you got to give credit to the coaching for that, in my opinion, and a great catch by Isaiah Hunter. I mean, Raiola is going to be able to make that throw. So.
I think we have to give a special shout out in this game to Rocco Spindler, because separated his finger the game before, and they said you can play as long as you can handle the pain. Like, that's a pretty tough kid.
There was
getting
another
out there.
brutal injury. Teddy Prohaska tore his ACL for the 3rd time in 4 years. And I'm not gonna. He didn't play great, but that's aside the point. He's torn his ACL 3 times. You got to feel bad for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
it's always tough. Whether it's an opposing player or whether it's a Nebraska player, it's always tough to see these kids get injured.
Before he got hurt in 2022, with the infamous 3-9 2022 Nebraska corner, he was having a great 3 or 4 games, and after Northwestern, he gets hurt, and then Martinez was getting sacked a lot. But it's tough to see him go because he's probably done with football for now. So.
Yeah. The other thing is, why not go heavy? Why not add a 6th offensive lineman? And just, if your offensive line is weak, add a 6th offensive lineman.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm too jaded from watching pro football all the time, but the teams that win cover up their weaknesses the best. If you've got a weak offensive line, you either go heavy or you go 2 tight ends, and you overwhelm people. And you throw to the tight end, and the downfield shots are the rare ones. it's the intermediate stuff that wins you the games, and you run the ball. And so I thought they were way closer on this game plan. Yeah, they caught up. And all I was thinking was, oh man, Demo's going to hear it from Bill Murray if Northwestern wins this game. And luckily, that the good guys won.
Speaking
I
of,
think. Go ahead.
no, I was just speaking of Demo. I'm texting him right now to see how Bill Murray was.
So for those of you who don't know, we are big supporters of Teammates, where Des Moines Adams is the CEO, and they were having an event featuring Bill Murray last weekend after the game. Unfortunately, we couldn't be there because I was actually in Northwestern territory, as in Chicago, so I had to keep a low profile. And yeah, it was a win. It was a win. If a lot of people were very nervous that the team might circle the drain and lose out, and I don't want to say anybody here thought that, but someone with blonde hair may have been one of those prognosticators whose faith had not been restored. So
No.
it
Guys,
is,
I'm not gonna get into the USC game, but my faith still isn't completely restored.
oh, it is. Listen, the season gets bumpier from here on out, but we'll talk about that on our progression podcast. So
Look, you go back, you take a time machine 3 years ago, and you show Nebraska fans the 4-1 one-score game wins and a 6-2 record. You know how much better it is. Like Rule has cleaned up the main. What's it called? The main problem in our team, and it's we lose one-score games. We've won all of them this year, except maybe not
Michigan.
except for Michigan. Yeah, but
Yep.
so you gotta look at it as a positive, and I think the next thing that he just needs to clean up is just the offense. Is winning big games is the next thing we need to get over. We need to beat a ranked team. I think once we do that, we can keep going. So this is.
Listen, you win the game that's in front of you.
A
So
win is a win is win is a win.
a win is a win is a win. So let's flip around the Big Ten real fast, and it looked like there were no huge surprises, except
Iowa. 40. What was it? 41-3.
41-3. Like, Minnesota, what happened to you? You looked so good the week before, and then 1 week later, you lay a Brontosaurus egg. Assuming Brontosaurus had used eggs, it was gigantic. I kept looking at the score. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And it's just like, oh.
Nate Bargatze was really funny about that game. He was the guest picker for Vandy on SportsCenter, and he just said, "I thought these two were the same team."
Yeah, but see, to me, the score of the day had to be Indiana over UCLA 56-6, which leaves us one giant question. How good is Indiana?
They are the best team in the country. I don't care what anyone thinks about Ohio State. They will destroy Ohio State in our conference playoff. That is my prediction right now for our 500 viewers per episode. I think Indiana is the best team in the country. They have neat offense. The UCLA team's been on a roll, and they're a similar team to us in terms of skill. They are a similar team to us, in my opinion. So Indiana's really, really good. And I think it also shows, guys, Iowa's pretty freaking good too, because Iowa only lost to Indiana by 5, which is Indiana.
I was pretty good.
Yeah.
Quarterback is very good.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know. He's definitely better after a slow. Because I mean, after they lost to Iowa State, they were freaking burning his jersey in India at the Iowa Frats. But he's had a good comeback. Shows Ferentz is still a good coach. So
yeah, he's like the Bob Frady of quarterbacks. He gets a little bit better looking after a couple of beers. So
We might want to have like age chart tiles for that process.
Yeah, it might be a couple of cases of beer. So it was all in all, no huge surprises. Although Illinois got rolled by Washington. there's another team that is just on the fringes and hanging out and winning games. Washington got bowl eligible, Michigan got bowl eligible, Iowa is now bowl eligible. Well, Indiana was. Nebraska's bowl eligible. There's going to be a lot of Big Ten bowls, and it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. So I would say,
I mean, looking at the bottom of the league, though, oh my God! I mean, Wisconsin is Purdue, Michigan.
I mean, Purdue is supposed to be there.
They get this: Penn State, Michigan State, Purdue, and Wisconsin. Not one Big Ten win.
I think it just shows how outrageously terrible the week 0 AP poll was. With Illinois as a top 10 team, Penn State is the 2 team, and I mean, guys, I think that the only reason people think that Illinois is good is because the number was next to them for a long time. You know what I mean?
So you got to give Matt Rule some props on this. He's been talking this consistently since the beginning, that this is a new era with the ability to pay players. They're not just going to stat talent when a backup can go make $2 million at another school.
Yep.
So you watch what happens to TJ Lateef next year. So
bite your tongue. Bite your tongue, Jay Stockwell.
Yeah.
Dude, Lateef's a better quarterback than Riley.
TJ Lateef is a terrible quarterback. No team should want him.
Yeah.
Just because he can throw it 60 yards in the air on a tight spiral, don't be fooled by that. Just because he's very good at picking out open receivers and then running when they're not all covered, don't be fooled by that. So
let's wrap this one up and just say congratulations to the coaching staff and the team
yes, you're almost there, coaching staff. Throw some tight ends in there. Throw some heavy sets in there. We'll be okay.
A little better tackling here and there. A little bit,
a little bit better.
A win is a win.
A win is a win is a win. Bowl eligible. What is the? Let's see. What is the? Hold up. Before we leave this here, what are the bowl games of this season?
We're gonna be playing in the freaking Taxpayers Association Dukes Mayo Cheez-Its Bowl this year or something.
Yeah, the Dukes Mayo Bowl. That's too bad.
Yeah, I want mayo to be poured on Matt Rule.
I don't want. What are the bowl game 2020-25?
Hey George, while he's doing that, why don't you give us one sentence on your Syracuse University college visit? Did you like it?
I'm not gonna disappoint Nebraska fans. Let's just keep it rolling.
Yeah, we'll leave it right there. Okay, so
I did apply to Nebraska last night, everyone. So we'll see.
Oh, you did? Oh. Did your mother cry? Did your mother cry?
Lincoln, if
Commander Stockwell has a whole, back.
Yeah, don't just don't say it.
Yeah. So the first bowl and the bowl, the one that's listed first, which is probably the least valuable, is the Cricket Celebration Bowl. Or on the same day, the Bucked Up LA Bowl hosted by Gronk. That looks like a car crash bowl.
LA Bowl hosted by, that would be the bowl we need to go to, play in SoFi Stadium or some minor league school team, or maybe even a high school stadium. That would be great.
It sounds like it should be held out of the streets. That's bucked up.
No coaches, no refs.
But the spot: Atlanta, California, Montgomery, Alabama, Orlando, Florida, Mobile, Alabama, all places with golf courses. So that's very good for Nebraska. Let's hope that it just keeps going up the calendar.
Exactly.
All right, Jay, why don't you take us out? Oh, wait. How about the new applicant for the University of Nebraska take us out?
You know what? I would love to.
All right.
Go Big Red!
Go Big!